Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, colourful cartoon animals and everyone else, welcome to Magic the Questioning, the card game quiz that asks the question, should I worry about it? No, it's probably fine. I think it's just best not to think about it. Let's meet our contestants. How are you guys doing? I bought a new hat. Oh, okay. Can we see it? Oh, I didn't bring it with me. Right. And with that, let's look at this week's categories. Not My Type is the first round, where the questions are worth 1 point each. Vorthology is our second round, where the questions are worth 2 points each. Ready Set Quiz is our third round, where the questions are worth 3 points each. Cards on the Table is our fourth round, where the questions are worth 4 points each. And Art Attack is our final category, with a single question that doubles your score. At the end of the game, tally up your points and measure them against the point score chart, so you can see how you rank and compare it with your friends and everyone else playing along at home and in the comments section. Will you come last but seeking? Maybe you're a contestant of perfection. Let's find out. So if you are playing along at home, get ready to write down your answers and let us know how you do in the comments below. And if you answered the question from the thumbnail correctly, you get to start the game with a bonus 4 points. That's 4 points right now if you knew that this glorious looking card with the giant eye was named Thought Lace. Like a lot of older cards, I don't really understand the name or what the art is supposed to represent, but it is sick as hell and I like it. Now for the rest of the quiz. Here we go, round 1, Not My Type. Question 1. End-Rays Forerunners, Kessig Direswine and Truffle Snout all share what creature type? End-Rays Forerunner, Kessig Direswine and Truffle Snout all share what creature type? Question 2. Elbrus, the Binding Blade from Dark Ascension, transforms into a 13/13 black creature of what type? Elbrus, the Binding Blade from Dark Ascension, transforms into a 13/13 black creature of what type? Question 3. Gust Cloak Savior, Steel Plume Marshal, and Skywing Avon all share 2 creature types. One is Soldier, what is the other? Gust Cloak Savior, Steel Plume Marshal, and Skywing Avon all share 2 creature types. One is Soldier, what is the other? Question 4. Which creature type exists in the Blind Eternities and features titans such as Emrakul, Ulamog, and Kozilek? Which creature type exists in the Blind Eternities and features such titans as Emrakul, Ulamog, and Kozilek? That's the final question this round. You have until the music stops to submit your answers, and once that's over, we'll find out if you were right. Start the music. Okay, time's up. Let's get some answers. And remember, 1 point this round for each one you answered correctly. Question 1. End-Rays Forerunners, Kessig Direswine and Truffle Snout all share what creature type? Boar. Probably given away by the word Kessig Direswine, but the answer we were looking for was boar. Question 2. Elbrus the Binding Blade from Dark Ascension transforms into a 13/13 black creature of what type? Demon. Elbrus the Binding Blade turns into Withengar Unbound, a 13/13 demon. Question 3. Gust Cloak Savior, Steel Plume Marshal, and Skywing Avon all share 2 creature types. One is Soldier, what is the other? Bird. They are all bird soldiers. We were looking for bird. Question 4. Which creature type exists in the Blind Eternities and features such titans as Emrakul, Ulamog, and Kozilek? Eldrazi. Emrakul, Ulamog, and Kozilek are titans of the Eldrazi. Let's talk to our contestants. How did you guys do?
I always overthink the questions. Like, the obvious answer seems too easy, so I just pick something else and then get it wrong.
Well, we start off easy in round 1, but the questions do get trickier as they become worth more points. Now on to the second category, Vorthology, all about magic's story and lore. Question 1. Joyra and Sisay have both been the captain of which skyship? Joyra and Sisay have both been the captain of which skyship? Question 2. Though presumably not blood-related, Baron Sengir still refers to his tutor, Ravi, by what familial title? Though presumably not blood-related, Baron Sengir still refers to his tutor, Ravi, by what familial title? Question 3. The main character of Bloomburrow, Mabel, was heir to a legendary artifact. What was its name? The main character of Bloomburrow, Mabel, was heir to a legendary artifact. What was its name? Question 4, and this question was submitted by one of our Venus level or higher patrons, James Diamond. Name 3 of the shards of Alara. That's name 3 of the shards of Alara. You've got until the music stops to get your answers down, and then we'll see the results. Time's up. Let's get some answers, and this time they're worth 2 points each. Question 1. Joyra and Sisay have both been the captain of which skyship? It is the Weatherlight. Famous throughout Magic's lore, we were looking for the Weatherlight. Question 2. Though presumably not blood-related, Baron Sengir still refers to his tutor, Ravi, by what familial title? Grandmother. Ravi was his childhood friend, and he calls her Grandmother. Question 3. The main character of Bloomburrow, Mabel, was heir to a legendary artifact. What was its name? Cragflame. As represented by the token that she generates, we were looking for Cragflame. Question 4. Name 3 of the shards of Alara. You could have had any 3 of Bant, Esper, Grixis, Jund, and Naya. That's Bant, Esper, Grixis, Jund, and Naya. Thank you again to James Diamond for the submission. You can submit your own questions for this quiz if you join my Patreon at the Venus tier or higher. How do you guys feel that you're doing? It's a Stetson.
Oh, that's like a cowboy hat, right?
Yeah, I look really good in it.
She says, you'd look good in any hat because you're so handsome.
Damn right. Round 3, and the category is Ready Set Quiz, where we look at cards from the latest set, Duskmourn. Here we go. Question 1. Which tongue-in-cheek enchantment creature has a name that could be shortened to FOMO? Which tongue-in-cheek enchantment creature has a name that could be shortened to FOMO? Question 2. What new enchantment subtype was introduced in Duskmourn? What new enchantment subtype was introduced in Duskmourn? Question 3. What Duskmourn card shares its name with the first half of the Scooby-Doo phrase which ends, and look for clues? What Duskmourn card shares its name with the first half of the Scooby-Doo phrase which ends, and look for clues? Question 4. Duskmourn reuses which graveyard-focused ability word that was first introduced during Shadows over Innistrad? Duskmourn reuses which graveyard-focused ability word that was first introduced during Shadows over Innistrad? That's the last question this round, so get ready to finish writing before we find out the answers. Time's up, and remember, for this round, correct answers are worth 3 points each. Here we go. Question 1. Which tongue-in-cheek enchantment creature has a name that could be shortened to FOMO? It's the fear of missing out. A fear that many fear that WotC are trying to capitalise on lately. We were looking for the fear of missing out. Question 2. What new enchantment subtype was introduced in Duskmourn? Room. An interesting new permanent where some of, if not all of the card text can be ignored until activated at a later date. But we were looking for Room. Question 3. What Duskmourn card shares its name with the first half of the Scooby-Doo phrase which ends, and look for clues? Split up. The well-known phrase popularised by Scooby-Doo, let's split up and look for clues. Question 4. Duskmourn reuses which graveyard-focused ability word that was first introduced during Shadows over Innistrad? Delirium. Not a keyword itself, but a rule that does care about the card types in the graveyard. We were looking for Delirium. How many did you guys get right this round?
Is it me, or have we seen that category a lot lately?
Yeah, you're not wrong. A round on the latest set was meant to be a bit of topical fun. I guess WotC's release schedule wasn't taken into account though, because they're putting out a whole set like once a month. It's madness. Anyway, round 4 is cards on the table, our general card knowledge round. Question 1. Which card featuring a Ravnican guild leader can't be cast unless an opponent lost life this turn? Which card featuring a Ravnican guild leader can't be cast unless an opponent lost life this turn? Question 2. Which Morning Tide sorcery lets you draw a card for each permanent you control of a chosen creature type? Which Morningtide sorcery lets you draw a card for each permanent you control of a chosen creature type? Question 3. In what set was Avacyn, Guardian Angel first printed? In what set was Avacyn, Guardian Angel first printed? Question 4. Which 7-mana 5/5 artifact creature from Antiquities has banding? Which 7-mana 5/5 artifact creature from Antiquities has banding? Okay, the time's about to start again, so I hope you have all your answers because this is the last point scoring round. Here we go. And that's time. Every correct answer here is worth 4 points. So let's find out how you did after these messages. Hi, it's me, from the thing that you're watching. This is one of those sections that most ad blockers will cut out. But if you don't have one of those, maybe you'd like to hear that my Patreon has a new tier. It's £1, which is seemingly about a US $1.50, and it supports me because I'd like to keep doing this, but sadly that's not always the reality of the world that we live in. However, if you join, for your contribution, you'll get your name credited on screen at the end of my videos in a text crawl exclusive to the Lunar tier. Your name may be small, but it will be there. The catch for this low cost is that I'm limiting membership to only 1,000 people. So, if you want to see your names in my video, you want to support me to keep creating said videos, and £1 or $1.50 doesn't break your bank, then come join me on the Moonbase and sign up to my Patreon. Link in the description below. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Magic the Questioning, where we're about to find out the answers to round 4, where every correct answer is worth 4 points. Here we go. Question 1. Which card featuring a Ravnican guild leader can't be cast unless an opponent lost life this turn? Rakdos, Lord of Riots. We can't just accept Rakdos on his own, it does specifically have to be the card Rakdos, Lord of Riots. Question 2. Which Morningtide sorcery lets you draw a card for each permanent you control of a chosen creature type? Distant Melody. Seemingly a popular choice for Commander reprints, we were looking for Distant Melody. Question 3. In what set was Avacyn, Guardian Angel first printed? M15, a core set, and of time of recording, not just the first printing, but the only printing. We were looking for M15. Question 4. Which 7-mana 5/5 artifact creature from Antiquities has banding? Mishra's War Machine. Feels like we can't have a quiz without referencing banding at least once. We were looking for Mishra's War Machine. Are you guys excited for the bonus round where you can double your points? The man in the shop said he'd never seen a better fit. You're talking about the hat still? Yeah, I'm talking about the hat still. It cost a lot, but I think it was worth it. Aren't you supposed to be a lamb? Won't you grow up to have horns? Huh. Round 5 is Art Attack, where we slowly reveal a picture to you, and if you can name what card uses that picture as its art before the music stops, then you double your points and you double your score. So to be clear, see some artwork and name that card for double points. I hope you're ready, because here we go! And that's time. Did you get it right? Well, if you said this was the art for the card Mist Meadow Vanisher, then you'll have just doubled your score. So now the question is, how did you do? Count up your score and let us know in the comments below. Well guys, how do you think you did?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the end of the show, but there's always another one, so join us again next time for Magic the Questioning. Thank you to everyone who supports the show, like James Diamond, Eggboy the Particle that permeates all existence, and the rest of my patrons whose names are on screen now. If you'd like to submit a quiz question to the show, you can via my Patreon, as it's one of my Venus tier reward perks. I'd also like to give an extra special thank you to Brett Canny for providing the music for the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe and set your notification bell to all so you can be updated when the next episode airs. And until then, from all of us here in the studio, we wish you happy quizzing and we will see you next time. Freeze frame.